Good evening and welcome to Open House for Trigonometry. I'm Mrs. Ward and I am sorry that I could not be there tonight, but I have a commitment with my daughter, so I am off with being a mom tonight, as you are being moms and dads also. First thing, this is trigonometry. The book is called Pre-Calculus with Limits. This is taught as a semester course, so in December the students will physically turn in their books because they may have a schedule change and they may have a different teacher in the spring. I thought I'd give you a picture of the book because some of the students don't carry the book because the book is online. So what will we cover? We will cover basic trigonometry. We'll start graphs of trigonometric functions. We'll do analytic trigonometry, which is solving some equations, and then we'll do applications of trigonometry in real life situations. The big ideas is we just finished a section on drawing angles in standard position and the difference between radians and degree measures. We then started the right triangle relationships with our SOHCAHTOA and coming up with the coordinates for the unit circle. We like to apply real-world applications to all of the things that we cover. After this, we will start graphing sine and cosine and working on the transformations of those graphs. We will also solve trigonometric equations, use the law of sines and cosines to solve triangles, and then if we're lucky, we will get to vectors at the end of the semester. If not, that's where we'll start pre-calc. How is with grading? We have homework and classwork. The homework is usually assigned every single night. It's worth 5 points. The classwork are usually big ideas that are done in class and collected during class. Academic performance, we have quizzes, tests, and projects. The quizzes and tests they always know about. We usually have one quiz for every section, and then the tests are after like 3 or 4 sections. The projects, right now we're working on an ACT project. That's the first quarter for those students who are taking the ACT one last time. Although this class is pretty much half juniors, half seniors, so I have a lot of juniors that are prepping for the first time taking their ACT. The second project is involving graphing sine functions, where we are going to take a sine curve and use it to model weather patterns in a different region of the United States. All students need to have the TI Inspire CX. This was required in Algebra 2. It's still required for Trig, Pre-Calc, and Stats. They must have access to the calculator every single day. There are some projects where I actually have to download some files onto their calculator, so it's really important that they have their own calculator and they bring it to class every single day. Where to go for help? Well, the first place I would tell you to go is the Blackboard. So here's the Blackboard page for trigonometry. You'll see it opens up to a calendar. If they click on any day, it'll list the specific problems that they have for homework. Those also can be found in PLUS portals. Every chapter is separated into each section, and when you click on any section, it breaks down the homework that we're planning on giving for that section. It has at least 1, if not 2 or 3 videos to go with the content. It has the 4-2 notes will just be a blank notes in case they find it difficult to keep up taking notes. They can print the blank ones and bring them to class. This folder that says class notes is where I put the, after I'm done teaching, I save the Smartboard notes into a PDF and post those every single day. So if they are absent, this is a great place to go. Any worksheets that we give out will also be located here. This is the actual textbook that they can have online, so they have access to that even if they happen to forget their book. As I mentioned, we're working on an ACT project, and that will be put in here once we get a little bit further into it. They can also find me during line time. I am in the Learning Commons on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. On Thursday during line time, I am in room 126. After school on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, I'm also in room 126. I'm also in room 120 before and after school. Before school. Best way to contact me is my email, beth.ward@ngcl. You can call the number if you're more comfortable with that, but it's just going to put a voice recording into my email. So email me with any questions or concerns. Sorry I couldn't be there, but I hope you enjoyed the rest of your evening.